because you get so much recognition when you do these
freestyles. Yeah,
like no one can fuck with you on that tip.
Yeah,
literally nobody, unless Kendrick comes out of his cave, and even he would have to really square up and throw a fucking haymaker out.
I think I might find an angle for Kung Fu Kenny, but that's that's my guy though, man.
Woo! All right, everybody.
Ric Flair in this bitch.
This is your boy My Wand.
Come on.
Here at Dash Radio with.
This a real moment right here, man. This is really one of my guys right here, man. He's been an early supporter from the beginning. I remember the first time I came here, he gave me one of my favorite albums, if not my favorite album of all time. He gave it to me on a cassette disc. Not a disc, actually, a CD, The Blueprint by Jay-Z. Then I came back again about a year later. He gave me Blueprint 2, so hopefully today he gives me Blueprint 3. Let's see what happens.
I couldn't do Blueprint 3. I couldn't do that, Symba, because you've had too good of a motherfucking year for me to give you. Man. No disrespect to Blueprint 3. Shout out to all the producers, Timberland, but
come on.
Listen, we're going to get into that. I got so much to go over with you in this time I have here with you, man.
Yeah.
From Lake Merritt to McLaren.
Come on, man. This shit ain't happen overnight.
A lot of times I'll be telling people like one of, right? No, you are the hottest MC in the game.
Thank you, bro.
So when it comes to just MCing.
Thank you, man.
Like, you know what I love about Symba's rise to stardom?
Come on.
It's from the music and the bars.
Yeah.
No gimmick. You didn't start dating no model and blew up off that.
Just hard work. I think that's a lost art today. We got social media today. So there's so many different ways to enhance your career. There's so many different things you could do to be known and be famous. But sometimes we take being famous as if it's the end all be all. Like it's not more we could do. And me, I never wanted to be famous for jumping off of a building or dyeing my hair or saying these frantic takes. I just always wanted to be known for what I was good at, And one thing I was good at was rapping and making music, so I stood on that and make sure I do the work to be able to present myself as so.
And now you got, I can imagine any city you go in now, you can pop into the biggest room there and drop a rap. No one's in demand to rap as much as you now.
For sure. Nah, man, it's crazy because I'm going to like all these interviews and different stations, different radio stations, different podcasts, and they get to talking to me, and after about 20 minutes, I can see that question coming. Can I get one of those freestyles? Let me get one of those freestyles. It'd be like, man, I can't do them every time. You know what I mean?
Somebody told me on my Instagram, I said, I'm interviewing Symba. What should I ask him? The number one thing I got was have him freestyle. And I told people, I said, I do not have the budget or the clout to get this man to freestyle.
It's not even about the budget or the clout. What it is really the preparation.
Yeah.
Most people don't really understand. It's like a lot of people think I go up there and do that off the top of my head, which I don't, right? So I'm always surgically looking at the platform that I'm going on. So when I'm going on the LA Leakers, I watch every episode and read the comments, right? The reason why that Birkin line hit so hard on the LA Leakers, I will never let a woman make me feel less of a man because I don't want to buy her a Birkin, is because that was the week that Sweetie said, if he don't buy you a Birkin, send him back to the streets. So send you back to the streets, I send you back to your mama house. Happy hour, dine, free drink. When I went on Funk Flex, I watched every Funk Flex freestyle.
Dog, you hit him with the Tupac.
Every comment, right? I'm mad at Flex with what he said about Tupac. And I felt the way, because I'm a real Tupac fan.
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta address the Tupac situation.
Even at the game show.
Yeah,
I went to a game show at Novo, and Kanye came out, Wayne came out, OT, Blueface, but you had the most memorable moment to me because you had like a hand-tailored like 32-bar verse talking to the game about how he's an OG and how he's crazy and how he's calling out people all the time, stop name dropping. And I gotta ask, man, how much preparation does it take for you to put one of these body verses together?
The hardest part about it is, I tell people all the time, I'm an angle rapper. So some people, like I tell Game all the time, like Game is just like the rapper's rapper. Like nobody could out-rap Game, right? Like if Game just come in here, he could just rap for 47 minutes straight. Me, I gotta find the angle. And once I find the angle of what it is I'm about to say and what I'm about to do, it's pretty hard to either beat that, top that, or try to match it.
Yeah.
So I always look for the angle of how I could win to where nobody sees it coming. You know? So like I said with Flex, the Tupac thing.
Yeah.
When I went on Fire in the Booth, when Big Meech ain't sell more dope than Big Pharma. That was at a time when the BMF show was on TV and everybody was talking about Big Meech, and the Dope Sick show came out about Big Pharma and the vaccines and all these different things. So it's really about knowing the platform, knowing the audience, and catering it to what that audience and that platform is looking for. So it take a few days.
Absolutely, because you gotta think of like you said, the angle. Then you gotta actually make the bars. Then you gotta memorize.
See, the bars is not that hard. The angle is the hardest.
Interesting.
Because once you know the angle, you know exactly what it is you about to say.
It just comes into
It just
play.
start coming.
I feel that.
But it takes me a day or two to find the angle because I run through different ones. Like for the Flex joint, I think my original verse that I had was something totally different. But then I just kept studying, kept watching the show, and I'm like, you know what? This Tupac thing keep coming back up. And I didn't like that he said that about Tupac. I'm gonna say something about the Tupac thing, but then even within saying that, how do I say it in a respectable manner? Because I respect the game, I respect the culture, and I respect Flex. So I'm not gonna disrespect him as an OG for the culture, for everything he's done as a pillar in his culture. So I had to find a way to word it, the angle to word it in a way to where it was respectable.
And you did that so beautifully, because you even told him in the thing, like, I love you, Flex, but this Tupac shit gotta end tonight.
It gotta stop tonight.
Did he know?
He didn't know.
He didn't know going into that you were about to body him on some Tupac shit.
Nobody knew.
Wow, I thought he knew because he took it so well.
Nah, he didn't know.
But
he
then
didn't
again,
know at all. He literally, we was together for about 5 minutes before we filmed that.
Wow.
Like he literally walked in, we was at the station, he walked in, he sat down, they set the camera up, he was like, you ready right now? I was like, let's go. And the beat played, and then that's what y'all seen is what happened.
Wow, man, because that was he had such a genuine response, and I was like, he's a great actor.
But no, he wasn't acting.
He had to have known.
I think if he would have known, it wouldn't have looked so genuine.
True, 100%.
You know what I mean? It wouldn't have came across so genuine. It was the fact that he didn't know, and we was able to see his emotions in real time.
Yeah,
So
it reminded me of the moment when Tyler was freestyling with him, and Tyler said something like, you know, he dropped one of his like
butt sex when I'm on Flex.
Me and Funk Flex looking for rough necks for butt.
Shout out to Tyler, man. So Tyler is a fool, man. I rock with him.
Nah, man. Symba, I'm gonna get into I got 2 albums I'm gonna give you today, actually.
Oh, shit.
All right, we're gonna start with the first one because we gotta talk about your project.
Okay.
So the first one relates to your project, and I think you're gonna understand why.
Okay, here we go.
I had to give you that.
You seen the cover.
That E40 the hard
You seen
way.
the cover of Results Take Time. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, in a major way. In a major way right here. This is a classic Bay Area album, classic rap album for real. A lot of cadences, a lot of melodies, a lot of content, a lot of song topics was taken from this album, and this album didn't get the credit that it deserved. I think it still did like 2 or 3 times platinum or something like that.
Damn.
But this is a classic album right here, man. E40
Absolutely.
in a major way. I made my project based off this cover right here. If you see the watch, if you look at my project, I put my picture in the watch. I just put pictures around it to break it up a little bit. But this was definitely the inspo behind my project, Results Take Time. So shout out to my Uncle Earl Stevens right here.
Shout out to 40
Classic
Water,
right
man.
here. I'm
I
putting
had
that
to
in.
give you that so we can discuss this project, man.
Okay.
Because you gave us a motherfucking project.
Come on, man.
I honestly feel like it hasn't even been received yet properly.
Yeah, it's still a discovery piece.
Yeah, I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm gonna tell you something. I hope this doesn't hurt, but I was getting my fade yesterday.
Yeah.
And my barber's like, "You got Symba coming?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "What are you gonna talk to him about?" And I told him, I said, you know, every interview I do, I try to pick a like you said, an angle.
Yeah.
And for me, the angle was this project is still making its rounds.
Yeah.
And I said, my angle is that Symba needs to keep shoving this fucking album down our throat.
Yeah.
And you know what he said?
Huh.
Please don't get hurt. But he said, Symba dropped the album?
Yeah.
And I looked at him and I was like, that's the moment.
Bro, it's crazy because you got to understand, it's so much music that drops a day, right? You got damn near 50,000 songs a day that go up on iTunes and Spotify. 3 billion hours worth of content on YouTube a day, right? So it's tough to find new artists, especially when you ain't got the $1 million budget to break through or the big radio single. So it's a word of mouth piece. So I don't get hurt because I understand over time, we'll look up in about 9 months and people will know, oh, this was one of the greatest projects of last year. You know,
absolutely.
As long as the word spreads. So I'm gonna do my part to get on this road and work it. Yep. I'm gonna do every interview. I'm gonna go touch the people. I'm gonna do every show. I'm gonna do everything I need to do. And then over time, people will hear it, they'll get it, and it'll continue to grow.
Absolutely. And it's funny because that's the title of the project.
Results take time, for sure.
And you know, man, when you first, the whole Never End Up Broke, so the first chapter of it as a fan is I See You with Dre. Yeah. And I'm sitting here as like a fan. You know I'm a fan first, dog.
For sure.
Since the first time I met you, when you dropped Don't Run
From rap.
I was a huge fan. So you can imagine
sure.
after the leakers and all this other shit.
For sure.
I'm like, yo, he's with Dre. I'm like, man, he just did the reverse alley-oop slam dunk. He with Dre. The record was crazy. And there was only one way you could have made that record crazier, and you did it.
Push your T.
Push your motherfucking T.
Yes, sir.
And early in his career, he said he toured on the record grinding for a year before it popped. Like, before it popped.
Yep.
And so I think for you, I'm glad that you've already, you know that. Because
that's what it's
the whole
about.
thing I was going to tell you was you just keep pushing this motherfucker for 12 months.
That's all it's about, bro. It's continuing to push it, you know. And then we also in a time today to where you could update the album. You know, you could drop new versions of songs and add songs to it. So that's going to be something we're going to be doing to keep enhancing the promotion and doing different things for it.
Like a deluxe or just keep tweaking the...
I might do Never End Up Broke Part 3. It might be a new version of Street Nigga. It might be a new version of Soul Ties.
Hey, Street, I can't say it, but Street, that record is the one to me. To me, that's like the record that's going to make the rounds and make people who have never seen you freestyle, never seen you do any of that. Who the fuck is that?
Yep. For sure.
Because it must be a challenge, man. I really wanted to ask, it must be, because you get so much recognition when you do these freestyles. Like, no one can fuck with you on that tip. Literally nobody. Unless Kendrick comes out of his cave, and even he would have to really square up and throw a fucking haymaker out.
I think I might find an angle for Kung Fu Kenny, but that's that's my guy though, man. I love Kendrick, man. He's so inspiring, bro. He's so dedicated to the craft. He's so inspirational. He takes it so serious. If you watch his performance, like I was watching him on Saturday Night Live the other night, and I was like, damn, I got to get more serious about my performance. Like, I don't take my performances this serious. Like, he was really in like a routine the whole time, just like kind of hunched over rapping, and I'm like, damn, I just be turned up out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I need to start really dialing into who I am as an artist more.
I think it comes with time.
It comes with time for sure.
Hey, shout out his choreographer,
Charm LaDonna. That's my girl right there.
Dumb fire. Anything she does, you see it.
Shout out to Charm, man. That's sis right there. You know she can rap too.
Oh yeah,
she's a phenomenal rapper.
I know
too.
They love me on the West Side.
Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah, I love
Charm. She's
dope.
Shout out to Charm.
But we got to get back to you, and I really wanted to know, is it humbling almost when you get all this recognition? I'm talking LeBron, I'm talking Dre, we're talking Dave Chappelle. Like, that's like the big three of their lanes, right? Yeah. But then you drop the album, and I feel like you don't get as much love as you should on the album. But when you do a freestyle, the world stops, the internet breaks. Yeah. So is it humbling almost?
Nah, it's a part of the process. You know, it's what comes with it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The freestyles, I feel like those are visual moments. So you're able to see them every day. You're able to process them, and you watching the movement and everything I'm doing. It's not like it's a video for every song or a movie or intro to every song to where I'm rapping.
That's interesting, yeah.
You know, so it's timing to where people gotta find the song and you gotta learn about it. The freestyles is more reactionary to where when I'm posting them on my page, it's easy for somebody to hear what's being said and throw it right up on their story and share it. Versus a song, they might hear it, you know, and after they keep hearing it for a few times, they might go to the gym and post it, but it take a few days, right?
Absolutely.
So it's a process. You can't get mad about it. It's just, like we was talking earlier, continuing to promote it, continuing to grow.
Exactly. To me, it's like that shit that Tyler said was right on the hammer on the nail, where he's like, how you not promoting your own shit? Like,
yeah, for sure.
So I really hope, and I'm glad that, because I was gonna beg you, like, don't fucking move on to your next project, dog, because this one is it.
No, I'm gonna work it. I'm gonna work it, man. I'm gonna work it. Of course, I'm gonna drop some new music. I got a lot of features on the way. Definitely gonna be updating the project, but I'm definitely gonna work it though.
Okay, yeah, because there's some records like street. I'm just gonna say street, homie.
Yeah.
Street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just gonna say street.
Yeah.
That record is dumbass hot.
Yeah, nah, it's a bop, bro. It's a bop. Shout out to my boy Nonstop. We actually recorded that in Atlanta last year.
Okay.
We was having a lot of fun in the studio with some females, and one of them was like, "I can't date ball players. I can't date dudes with a job." I'm like, "Well, what do you like?" She's like, "I want a street nigga." And I was just like, she want a street nigga. Phone get the head first, can't sleep
Little
with
did
it.
she know
Yeah.
that moment. Because to me, the reason I love that record so much is I felt like the game was gonna try to box you in as this like
as a freestyler.
Guy.
That was the point of this project. From street nigga to trust issues to soul ties to pop out to no sleep to Never Change feature Roddy Ricch.
I love that.
It was all about showing the world I could make records. I'm not just a rapper. I can make songs as well.
You really did that.
Yeah.
You really did that. Even on Never End Up Broke.
Yeah.
Like that record to me still hasn't finished making its rounds.
Oh no, not at all.
Chorus is crazy. You
It's
got
just
that
getting
Dre
started.
touch.
Yeah, it's just Never End Up Broke, just getting started.
Can I ask what Dre's involvement in the creative process of that was?
So Dre was actually on the record before I was. And
hold on. So that was a Dre record.
Yeah, it was sort of a Dre record, and them joints sent me the beat to put a verse on it or whatever. And I put a verse on it, and they rocked with the verse, so I put another verse on it. And then there's this Dre verse floating around that we're trying to see if we're gonna do a part 3 or not. But
come on, Dre.
Yeah.
Come on, Dre. Listen, I'll sell my rollie to cover the Dre verse.
Yeah, we gonna figure it out.
But
but nah, man, he had killed the verse, so I just really wanted to go in on it, so I went in on it, and then I put both verses on there. He was like, "Man, you could take it." Shot the video, we threw it out, and then I sent it over to Push, and then Push put a verse on it. And then there's possibly a part 3 that we working on.
I'll fuck with that. Well, I'll tell you, I just wanted to know, did Dre, because when I heard the chorus, it felt very Dre inspired.
Yeah, nah, I actually thought of the chorus myself.
Okay.
I played it for him and he liked it. He
to me,
with
the
it.
girl vocal in the
The
background.
money came by back time, but that's me hanging around him.
Oh, okay.
So it's influenced by him.
It felt influenced because Dre always would do that. Like he would have like Marsha and Brosha, or he'd have like Truth Hurts.
Nah, that's me hanging around him, man. Just being around him, you kind of adapt some of his principles. You adopt some of his principles. And some of the things he taught me was acting lyrics out, being more vocal, being more spontaneous, trying things with your vocal inflection. So we was just trying shit. And that's actually one of the homies, Dion, that's doing that. It's not a girl. We just pitched his voice up a lot.
That was a homie?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Technology, man. This is why dudes be getting catfish.
Yeah, for sure.
It's that
for
easy.
sure. You could do anything today with technology.
Yeah.
Anything.
Speaking of doing anything, man, I cannot stop harping on the fact that you've blown up from the last time we had you here at Dash.
Yeah.
Just straight off of raps.
Straight off rap.
Straight off
rap.
So we got to continue with my other album I'm going to give you.
Okay.
You already know what artist it is, right?
Nope.
I told Symba when I first met him and I gave you the blueprint that my mission is to be able to link up with you enough times to complete that discography.
Oh, shit.
So you know what
the whole
artist it is.
He got some Hove in here. It got to be some Hove.
But I related it to where you're at now.
Come on now. In My Lifetime, Volume 1, which is one of my favorite Jay-Z projects right here. I always tell people all the time, I love Reasonable Doubt, but In My Lifetime and Blueprint was like some of my favorites because I feel like that's when Hove really kind of caught his pocket. Like you said right now with me, I feel like I'm in that time where I'm learning the fans, learning who my audience is, learning who I'm speaking to.
And that's when, like, this album is when Jay tapped in with Diddy.
Yeah.
And he kind of learned about making pop music.
Exactly.
Not pop, but like popular hip-hop.
Exactly.
It went from just that straight. And when I listen to the
It wasn't just about rapping, and that's something I've learned. Is like sometimes as a lyricist, you can mess the experience up for the listener. So it's like you got to dial back sometimes when you're making a record and make what's necessary for the record versus what's necessary for the rap.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So In My Lifetime, when you got records like City Is Mine, Imaginary Players, The Streets Is Watching, Where I'm From, You Must Love Me, Like all these is like classic records that like I grew up trying to recreate. So it's like, this is dope, bro. Shout out to you, man. You always giving me my favorite albums, bro.
They're always going to relate to where I think you're at in your career. The first time I met you, I felt like you finally captured the blueprint. After grinding in this game for 5, 6, 7 years, Symba finally had the blueprint of like, this is how I maneuver in this game.
Yep, for sure.
And then I had to give you the blueprint too, just because I had to, because you were still in that process.
That's the second installment,
you know? But this
now
time
it's in my lifetime, and in a major way.
So have you had any kind of contact or involvement with Jay-Z? Have you heard from him, DM?
I've heard some things through one of my guys, Tab, but I'm not gonna speak on it. Shout out to Tab.
You got a smile on your face.
Yeah. Shout out to Hove though. Shout out to Hove and shout out to Tab. But we'll see what comes in the future.
Hove's a fan then.
We'll see what comes in the future.
I think Hove's a fan. I'm a conspiracist. So
I'm a fan of Hove, and I will say I know he's seen the Flex freestyle, and that was a good thing to know and a good thing to find out.
Well,
so
you know he saw the Leakers freestyle.
Yeah.
You know, I literally get that DM to me like once every 6 months at minimum.
Yeah, for some reason, bro, it goes viral like twice a year.
It
like,
literally keeps going.
Literally 3 days ago it went viral. Like I think I just went up like 10,000 followers in a day. Like it just went viral again. Like it goes viral like at least twice a year.
No gimmicks, man. Just straight raps.
That's it. But sometimes when everybody's a gimmick, sometimes that's the gimmick. She see
we got fans out there.
She got the fans
Symba,
outside. She got the
so
Funk
hyped.
Flex freestyle up.
We got someone pulled up the Funk Flex
that's
freestyle.
Me.
You see?
What's happening?
You know what's so beautiful about this, bro, is the last time you were here, you were big at the time. You had a record with 2 Chainz.
Yeah,
homie.
for sure.
Now everyone, like, top 1% of rappers get a record with 2 Chainz, right? But it's so beautiful to see you here now, and TMZ was outside waiting on your boy.
That was my first time on TMZ, too. That was pretty cool.
Man, first time on TMZ, this lady ran across the street. Meaning she recognized you from across the street. You really out here, man. Like,
it's just working, bro. Consistent work, man. Consistency, believing in yourself, never giving up, staying adamant. You know what I mean? Not taking no for an answer.
But I could tell you want more.
Definitely.
I could just feel it off your vibe.
It's just the beginning, bro. Rap is just a stepping stone. You know, this is just a stepping stone.
Stepping stone to what?
Man, there's so much out here we could do, bro. Like, when I look at life, I see it all. I see this microphone. I see wires. I see this wire going to this port right here. I see a volume button. Somebody created that. You know what I mean? Somebody made this. This is a company that people got to go buy these things. So I'm always wondering, like, how can I create a product that lives in every household? Just think about in a 1 block radius how many bottles of ketchup is in people's house.
Damn, bro, I never gotten that deep thought about ketchup.
You know what I mean? So it's like I'm always like, I love innovation. I love things that move the culture forward and that's future forward.
That's that Bay Area in you.
Nah, for sure.
Y'all cats from the Bay got this like hustle gene.
For sure.
It's embedded. It just comes from
being
there.
Because we've been abandoned for so long. So when we finally like get that shot and get in the door, we want to learn everything and do everything so we can apply it to help make it better for the next up and coming artist.
Well, you really got that E40 Bay Area entrepreneur hustle in you.
Got to,
so you're
bro.
already thinking like, okay, rap is rap. This is great, but it's only gonna take me far.
For sure. Like in my mind, bro, I done already done it in rap. You know, even though I haven't done the work I have to still do over the next 5 to 10 years, but the things that I want to insert within that, you know what I mean, is bigger than music. You know, I want to do a lot of things. One of my goals in life is to build my own city for me, my friends, and my family. You know, I want to buy enough land and farm my own food and have our own grocery stores and have our own gas stations to where we build our own community and we keep our money circulating through us. You know?
That's some Akon shit, man. You are, man.
Shout out to Akon, too, because I just ran into him in Atlanta. We had a great conversation. Shout out to Akon.
Is it crazy now when you see these people, they recognize you?
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. I was just looking at Mike Tyson's podcast the other day, and him and Styles P and Angie Martinez was talking about me. And I grew up just like watching all the Mike fights, downloading every Styles P album, watching Angie Martinez interviews. So to see that, it's it's validating. It lets you know that you're on the right path.
But like, just strictly music speaking, what are some things that Symba still wants to accomplish? Things you felt like you haven't done yet?
#1 record, #1 album, Grammys, movies, TV shows.
Acting in the movies? Because you already got records. LeBron called you. He got you on that Space Jam.
Acting for sure. Manufacturing things.
Damn,
you know, just different things within innovation that could push life forward. You know what I mean? Help move us forward as a people. But for right now, definitely being the best artist I could be.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think to me, the Billboard thing you mentioned to me is the biggest thing. I want to see Symba go #1, not on the hip hop charts.
Yeah.
#1 on the
charts.
Hot 100.
Yeah.
Because you know you have that in you.
That's a big goal of mine. Getting that Grammy, getting that American Music Award, that BET Award, Best New Artist. You know, it'll all come, but it's timing. It's a grind. Results take time, bro.
Yeah, man. Well, you have done wonders, man. In
Thank you, bro.
The 2 years that we've been able to chop it up with you here at Dash.
Imagine where we gonna be in 2 more years.
Man, I'm trying to keep up.
Come on.
Look, I got when they hit me.
You keeping up. Y'all got new designs in the office. Y'all got TMZ out front.
Yeah,
y'all got new things going on, man. So you keeping up.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Symba, I did ask you this last time. It's gonna be one of my last things I gotta ask you, bro, is I felt like when I first met you, the only thing about I would have never guessed you're from the Bay. You know? Yeah. And I kind of alluded to it, like, do you feel like kind of outsider? How does it feel when you're back home?
Yeah.
The Bay must really embrace you now.
No, definitely. But it was a slow grind.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you're trying to do something different than what's ordinarily going on at home. And it was a slow grind, but definitely people is starting to catch on. But I think that comes with any type of consistency, bro. I think any time that you consistent and you adamant about what it is you want to do, people will eventually catch on. Irritation becomes guidance, right? And the more you do something, the more you stay in front of people and irritate them with it, it could become a blueprint of what it is they could do for themselves, you know what I mean? Or whatever talent they see for themselves. So it's just all about being consistent, bro, and just having a drive and staying in this shit.
Man, I remember when we first had you here, I was like, you're gonna be the biggest out of the Bay.
Yeah.
And I feel like you've climbed up that ladder.
Yeah.
So when you go back to the Bay now, it's nothing but love. I imagine people are stopping you left and right.
For sure. But it's always been that way. I've always been a popular kid. Okay. Always been popular in the Bay. So it's a little more enhanced, you know, because you get certain older people who know me now, or certain restaurant owners, or like my mom been getting hella free food, like everywhere she go. They be like, "You Symba's mom, huh?" And they be like, "Yeah." Then she pull her card out. They be like, "Don't worry, I got it." So you know, you definitely see little things like that, but it's always been love with the people. I love the Bay Area.
Yeah, I mean, there is something in the water in the Bay, and that's like my favorite bar of this whole project. Just because I've watched your journey is from Lake Merritt to McLaren's.
Went from Lake Merritt to hopping out of McLaren's, walking out of Louis like all this shit is on clearance. Yeah.
You know what's crazy is even the way you talk, you just drop bars. You've given me like 3 bars just on some like philosophical shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, Symba. So results
take time out right now,
What's
man.
What's the next single?
Never Change is what we pushing right now, featuring the homie Roddy Ricch.
Yep.
I've been seeing a lot of people gravitate to Street Nigga. I've been seeing a lot of people that's fucking with Can't Win for Nothing. That's actually the next video we getting ready to drop. Actually dropping I think tomorrow.
Hey, there we go.
But Can't Win for Nothing. I think Soul Ties is special.
Yeah.
I think No Sleep and Pop Out is special. I think Sacrifices is special. But we'll see. It's up to the people. I think the more the people find the project, they'll find their favorites. Yeah. And they'll push forward what they want to hear, and we'll go from there.
My vote would be Street.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's the one to me.
Yeah, okay.
That's the one. Just it's so catchy. The melody behind it.
It's definitely a vibe.
Because you never miss on the bars. So if you get the hook and the beat and the melody
game
down,
time.
it's already there.
It's game time.
Okay, last thing I was going to say is it still fuck Eric Bamberger? Coach Bamberger?
Oh, Coach Bamberger.
Bamberger. Have you spoke to him yet? Have you made amends with that? Are you still
I'm getting better as a human being, man. So I'm learning to forgive. I don't forget.
Have you forgiven him yet?
Forgive. I haven't spoke to him.
If you see Coach,
Yeah, I would forgive him. Bamberger.
I keep saying bum.
It's like hamburger with a B.
Okay, Coach Bamberger.
Yeah. It's always love. It's always love with Bamberger. I haven't seen him since I was a kid. But if I seen him today, I wouldn't have no hard feelings towards him, man. I'm growing up as a person, and I've learned to let my feelings go about certain things. I took a lot of things personal as a child, as we all do. You know, absolutely. I'm sure he took a lot of things personal as an adult and as a head coach. So, you know, we probably didn't see eye to eye back then, but I'm older, he's older, I'm more mature, so it's no bad vibes and no hard feelings at all.
That's a beautiful thing. I feel like he is almost like, if you were a movie, or like when they make your movie, he's gonna almost symbolize the music industry.
For sure.
It turned you down for so long.
For sure.
But then I guarantee you, he is telling people, oh, I coached him.
Yeah, for sure.
I coached Symba.
For sure.
Yeah, I coached him.
For sure. As he should, though.
As he fucking should.
As he should.
Symba, man, from Lake Merritt to McLaren's, man, the hottest MC in the game.
And thank you, brother. You know, you've been rocking with me for a long time. I always got to give my thanks at the end of my interviews because it was people who've allowed me to have a platform when I didn't have one, when I was young and didn't deserve one, but y'all could see the talent. You always let me come up here. I've performed here plenty of times, done plenty of interviews, met DJ Ski here, got some great albums, and that's all been because of you. So I appreciate you for allowing me to be here, bro, and it's love always.
Listen, I appreciate anyone who protects the culture.
For sure.
And you are the gatekeeper of this shit at this
point.
Come
on, man. I ain't a gatekeeper. I'm still walking through the gates, man.
But like as far as bars go, you have set you did that high jump so high, dog. And what the beautiful thing that does is now labels are gonna start telling their artists, hey, go freestyle.
So what's crazy is this is what's crazy. I actually got a call from an executive, I won't say his name, at a big major label, and he called me and he said, bro, you the prototype. I said, what you mean? He said, we've been trying to figure out how to make a rapper work today. And what you and Atlantic has done is laid a blueprint for us to do that. We just signed 3 new rappers. He said the problem is they could rap, they could do all the little intangibles, but they still gotta want it.
Wow.
They still gotta go want to do the interviews. They still gotta want to come up here and talk to you. They still gotta want to wake up in the morning and get to it. I woke up at 6 this morning, bro, left San Diego. Straight out here, had to be out here from 9 to 11, then 11 to 1 I had something, from 1 to 2:30 I had something, came to see you. I'm finna leave here, go get fly for the night. I got a show with Jordan Lucas. I gotta be on stage at 8:15. I'm leaving in the morning to go to Phoenix for another show. I gotta get to Howard's homecoming. I got a bunch of interviews to do out there. You could out-rap me, you can outright me, you can outdress me, you'll never outwork me. And I think that's something that most people gotta understand. It's the work that you gotta wanna put in for you to be better. Can't nobody want this shit for you. You gotta want it for yourself. And most people do it because it's a job where it's getting them a check. I do it because I genuinely love this shit. I would do this shit for free if I had no choice, just because it's what I love to do. You know, so you gotta still want it no matter what the prototype look like.
Bro, that is like literally the 10th bar you've given me today. We're gonna go make a book just to like Symba fucking motivational bars that don't need to rhyme.
Yeah,
but that's beautiful, man. 3 artists and probably a dozen others literally got signed.
Yeah.
It's like that Jadakiss bar where he said sound anything like Kiss, you can sign right here.
Sound right. And even my boy La Russell. La Russell's a Bay Area artist that got some great things going on. I was just talking to Alan Elliott, who's a TV and film producer, and he's partnered with Russell Simmons on some things, and they was telling me about some things that they're working on with LaRussell, and you know, he's been a prototype for them, you know, for them to find new artists and know, okay, we need content like this, freestyle content, you know, more in person, like being personable with your audience, sharing the information. Sometimes as artists, we got this mystique on us to where you don't really know who this person is, and we try to seem bigger than the world. But sometimes when you show people, as my Uncle Earl Stevens would say, I'm not above you, I'm not below you, I'm right beside you, right? And it makes you, it gives people more answers and more information to help them figure out where it is they trying to go, and they can relate to you for that. So
I love that.
Yeah, so we definitely out here laying the foundation for the next up and coming artist to cut through as rappers.
Absolutely, man. Once again, y'all, hottest MC in the game.
Come on.
I'm even more impressed now that I know that labels are shifting the way they look for artists to find more cats like you.
Nah, I literally just talked to a top executive about this about a week ago. Literally, this is on my child's name. He literally just said, "You the prototype, bro." He said, "What y'all figured out is something we've all been trying to figure out."
Wow. Yeah. The reason it works, bro, is because you really. The way you talk and the way you rap and the way you perform all sounds the same.
It all go together.
A lot of artists can't do it because their verses are layered with so many effects.
Yeah, you gotta live it though. I really live this shit.
No, I know, I could tell.
I wasn't just this before I was this way before I was rapping. You know, rap didn't make me this way. A song didn't make me this way. I was literally this way before I was rapping. When I was playing CYO basketball, I used to do my interviews just like this and say I was going to the NBA and I was the best player in the CYO league. This is always how I've been, you know? So it never changed. Like I say on the project, I could be a rich nigga, I could be a broke nigga. I'm still gonna be the same.
Never gonna change, man. Symba, we gonna end it on that.
Come on.
Results Take Time is out now.
Dash Radio.
Symba is here live. If y'all have not seen this motherfucker live in person,
come on.
I promise y'all, he sounds exactly like he sounds on the record.
Come on.
Don't miss a beat.
Come on. Appreciate you, brother.
Symba, man. Until next time.
Thank you, man.
Alrighty, we out. Boom.